Hello, my name is Lewis McIntyre. I'm with the Charles County Arts Alliance and also a member of the Charles County chapter of the Maryland Writers Association. And we're here today to interview Kate Lassman, who has written a book on poetry. Kate, would you start off by telling me a little bit about yourself?
Oh, hello. Let's see. Well, I've been living in Southern Maryland since 2015. I had lived in Northern Virginia for a while before that. I grew up in Centennial, Colorado, which is a suburb of Denver. And I teach and I'm a writing tutor at the College of Southern Maryland.
Excellent. And can you tell me a little bit about your book of poetry?
It's called Dawn Anyway, and it was published by New Bay Books at the beginning of last year, 2022. And it's a book of short poems. Most of my poems are pretty short, and it's nature poetry with spiritual underpinnings.
Very interesting. Would you like to read a section out of there?
Okay. Let's see. This is November. So how about I read a couple of fall poems?
Okay.
Let's see. This one is called November Sun. After a dim workday, a dim drive home, the car is parked at last. As I walk, a rare light beams through the murky sky, and a half-leaved treetop across the street ignites into gold-orange glory, reveling in the light despite its bittersweet knowledge of winter's coming.
Very appropriate. Do you have another one?
Okay, let's see. This one is called Storm Clouds. Plumbous clouds like mountains rise above the rooftops, dark against the pale sky and mesmerizing in their fluid advancement. They are beautiful. They are more beautiful than a bright warm morning, monochrome and without depth. A chill wind is the most exhilarating, for it often is the storms that do the cleansing, and the storms that have the more dramatic beauty, and the storms that make us stand alone, arrested, amazed, in awe.
Excellent. That is beautiful, beautiful work and so appropriate for the season.
Thank you.
Tell me how you became a writer.
Well, I've wanted to be a writer since before I even clearly knew what one was. As soon as I could physically pick up a pencil, I was writing little stories. And when I was 16, I discovered poetry, and it's been my primary genre ever since.
And you're also working on another book, a full-length novel.
True, yes, I do have a mystery novel in progress. A cozy mystery featuring an astronomy professor and her cat.
That's a good elevator pitch. For you out there who are not writers, there are basically two kinds of writers. One is a plotter who will lay out all the details of the book in advance and all of the characters, and all they have to do when they go to write is fill in the blanks. And the other kind is called a pantser, who writes by the seat of the pants. And while they may have a general idea where their book is going, they have no idea how it's going to get there until they've written it down. So which would you describe yourself?
For my poetry?
No, for your novel.
Oh, okay. I'm actually kind of half and half. I started out on the plotter side, trying to figure out as much detail as I could about where it was going, to try to, and it kind of got my confidence up that I could actually do this because it's not my primary genre. But I couldn't resist working on the actual writing, even as I was working on the plot. And eventually the one kind of overtook the other. And although, yeah, I did have that general idea of how I wanted to finish the draft, some of the detail and how to get there, I'm still kind of working it out.
Do you, and I think that's true of all of us, do you have a particular time of day or place where you write?
Time of day, no, because my work schedule keeps changing every semester. But as for where, I usually write up in the little home office that I share with my husband. I've got my laptop computer on a desk and shelf full of books behind me, and my notebooks on a little table within grabbing distance, and that's where I do most of my writing.
Or what are your future plans?
I have a second book of poetry in progress, a little chapbook that I would love to finish. I've been working on it, and I would love to finish my mystery novel. It's going to be called The Cat and the Fiddle, and I'm hoping to expand it into a series.
Okay, and what is your advice to other writers?
Don't give up. Keep going, and if you feel your story or your poem bogging down, it's a clue that there's something wrong. And at least what helps me is, when that happens, is just to back up and find another way.
And where can you find your most excellent book on poetry?
It's available on Amazon and through barnesandnoble.com, and also through the publisher's website, New Bay Books.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
And thank you for sharing. And we thank all of you out there viewing for watching this video. And don't forget to support our local authors.